How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a kick-ass week. The holidays for me are fast approaching and I'm really looking forward to chilling out and drinking some of my own wears. So what I'm going to do today is taste some of the things that I'm thinking I might bottle up and see if they're ready. Welcome to Distiller, everyone. I'm Jesse and this is the channel all about chasing the craft of home distillation and making it a legitimate hobby. So I talk about stuff like this, tasting my own spirits, making spirits, recipes for spirits, so on and so forth. So if that's what you're into, guys, if you like craft spirits, if you like making them or you think you want to get into it, hit subscribe down below because this is the channel for you. Alright guys, here is the thing. I am very, very guilty of leaving product in these jars and just never calling it done. I used to do the same thing with beer all the time. I would taste it and test it, but I would never actually just sit down and enjoy it. And before I knew it, the keg would be gone and I'd be pissed off. And I do not want to do the same thing with my spirits. So, these are four of the things that I wanted to mature a little early, to age a little faster than otherwise, so that I could do just that, that I could bottle them up, that I could put them in the house in the bottle cabinet and just be able to go and sit and have a drink whenever I felt like it. So what I thought I would do is pull some of these aside, have a wee bit of a taste of them and see where we're sitting at currently. So this is what I'm going to be tasting today. I've got some of the peated Irish aged on maple, some of the peated Irish aged on charred American oak. I have some of the Buccaneer Bobs aged on toasted, not charred oak, and some oak that's been soaked in a custom sherry, and I also have Buccaneer Bobs that's being aged in some oak that I previously used in the UJSSM. I've also got something at the end that is totally different to this as well. Now, I'm going to leave the rum to the end because once I taste that, I don't think there's any going back. Let's go with what I think is going to be the most standard out of these two, which is obviously the American oak. On the nose, it's just a little bit muddy. It's not tailsy, but it's I guess maybe it is a touch tailsy, actually, which is a little disappointing. It's more like burnt rubber tails than wet dog tails, though. Yeah, there's not a lot to that on the nose, unfortunately. Okay, so it's got some more body now. It's got a little bit of candy. It's definitely thicker. Whoa, and the peat's back. What? So last time I tasted these, the peat was gone. Well, it wasn't gone, but I really had to go hunting for it. But that's back, which makes me wonder if that rubberiness is peat. That could be, but it's not a pleasant peat, to be honest. It's not strong, it's just eh. Yeah, it's very vegetal as well. It's got a really nice mouth feeling, it's got enough body, it's oily, I guess, and viscous, which is quite nice. I like that for this sort of thing. But that slight headsiness just, yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Sorry, tailsiness, that slight tailsiness. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Alright, let's try the maple. Oh, okay, so on the nose this is much better. It still has that sort of flabby, rubbery thing going on just a little bit, but not nearly as much. It's much brighter. More candy, more vanilla. No, not vanilla. It's almost like a candied apple. Candied apple, that's exactly what it is. A little bit of that flabby rubberiness, but not nearly as much. No peat on the nose, though. And much less peat to taste as well. Oh! Oh my word, I'm a muppet. I just realized that these are actually the two different blends. So this is the wider cut that I made on the peat. It's got more heads, it's got more tails than this one, and I did this to age quicker and this to age slower. I totally forgot that I decided to try and age this fast as well to see what would happen. Now I can totally taste the finish on this is so much better. Sorry, not the finish. It's a more polished spirit. It's more ready to drink now. I'm hoping that in time that flabby, rubbery, plasticky sort of thing is going to turn into something else as it ages. But to be honest, I'm not happy with that as it is right now, and I don't know. I'll think about it, but I don't think I'll be bottling any of that for Christmas. This, on the other hand, is really close It's not really where I want it to be, so what I might do is take a small bottle of this just to have some inside as well. Yeah, the aroma is much more pleasant. I will sit there and sip that. I'm happy with that. I will bottle some, I think it will get better. But this needs more time. It's just not ready yet, unfortunately. Oh, alright team, a wee intermission before we get on to the rest. First of all, I would love to know what you guys have got planned to drink for the holidays, what you're going to be chilling and sipping on. So leave some comments in the comments section down below. I'd be pretty keen to hear what you're drinking and whether or not it's homemade, of course. Second of all, it's time to thank the Patreon. So thank you so much to these people over here. I thoroughly appreciate it. And I know that I haven't been putting a lot of content out on the Patreon page, that there's not a lot of lenses going up at the moment, but I will try and rectify that for you guys. And thirdly team, if you're in America, you may well be seeing Still It merchandise pop up down below the videos. So if you're interested in that team, click away, check it out, and maybe grab yourself a t-shirt or a sticker or something like that. If you're not in America, you can of course buy it as well, but they probably will ream you pretty hard for postage and exchange rate and that sort of stuff. I'm working on other solutions for you guys. So this is the rum that has a little bit of sherry in it, as well as the toasted oak, or the oak has been soaked in sherry, I should say. It's so crazy smelling rum after smelling that. So this has cleaned up a lot. A lot of the more crazy funk has died down. It's actually quite tame on the nose. Okay. That's enjoyable. I can't really taste the sherry, but I can almost feel the sherry. And to be honest, it's almost like it's thinning the rum, if that makes sense. It makes it less chewy, I guess. It takes away from the... It almost seems to balance out the molasses flavor, from what I remember anyway. But let me try this other one and see if I'm on the right track here. Yeah, okay, crazy. Now, of course, it could be the UJSSM in there as well. It could be the char. This one doesn't have it. But this is much more on the raisin, toffee, molasses side of things compared to this one. Let's have a taste. Interesting. I thought when I put that sherry in there that it was going to accentuate or complement the molasses and the dark fruit flavors, but it almost seems like it does the opposite, which is really interesting to me. Now, in saying that, it's not exactly unpleasant if you're not into that rum funk, you know, like a pot stilled rum funk. This actually kind of diminishes that as well a little bit. Both of those I'm happy with. Both of those I would sip on. I don't know if that's necessarily everyone's thing. I know that this sort of rum can not be exactly what people would like to sip straight, but I'll tell you right now that that is pretty tasty to mix into something else. So I will definitely be taking a bottle each of these, and I think what I'll do is maybe even just take like a 300ml bottle of that, and that can go together with the spiced rum I've got and a few commercial bottles I've got, and to be honest, that's going to do me just great. I'd rather let the rest of this stuff carry on aging and keep my sticky fingers out of this while I've got a bottle inside. Now, because this is not going to be bottled, I feel like I need to go and find something else to replace it. Hold on. Alright, this is what I have picked out to replace the other bottle that wasn't going to be ready for Christmas, and this is the UJSSM, which has been finished on Wither Hills Pinot soaked oak. I think this is getting pretty close to being ready, to be perfectly honest with you. I hit it pretty hard and fast with the oak at the beginning of its aging life, and now with the Pinot it's starting to round out quite a lot, but I haven't tasted it in a while, so let's give it a crack. Ooh, this I like. Yeah, that's, you know what, I might just bottle all of that, to be honest. I'll have a think about that over the next few days, but I will be definitely bottling some for Christmas. It has a hint of the corn still. There's not a lot, to be perfectly honest with you. A decent amount of butterscotch, not a whole lot. Vanilla, a touch of pepper, and then it is all rounded out with this warm red wine sort of flavor There's also just a hint of tannin added in there as well, which I think makes this quite interesting. So I will definitely be bottling some of that. I may well just bottle the whole dang thing. From memory, I think this is at about 59%, so that, you know, it's a 2 litres in there, maybe 2.5 litres or something. I'll proof it down to, something like that. But that's a decent amount of booze, and it is quite pleasant. I like that. Yes. There is one more thing that I want to taste, and that is the eggnog that I made quite some time ago. Now, this is aged eggnog and it's been chilling. I wasn't going to touch it until Christmas, but I thought, what the hell, let's have a little taste now. Now, to give you a little context, I have not put any spices in this, so I don't think it's going to be as delicious as it will be when I serve it, but what I want to do is to grate fresh eggnog on... grate fresh nutmeg onto this as I serve it. That's my plan. Now, if you are interested in this recipe and you do still want to put it down and let it age for a little bit before Christmas or whenever you've got time off and you've got time to enjoy it, I would suggest checking the video out that I made a little while ago on it and give it a crack. It's a whole lot of fun. But let's have a taste. I must admit I'm a little bit cautious of this. I did give it a smell when I opened the jar just to sort of think, is this nasty? But it smells actually really nice. Wow. Okay, yeah, it's super silky. Wow, that's nuts. I can taste booze, but not a whole lot of it. It's just at the point, after drinking these spirits admittedly, but it's just at that point where you drink it, it's silky, it's smooth, it's rich, it coats your mouth, and then just as you swallow it gives that little pang of alcohol tinge, so it's not cloying and overly sweet. Which is a good point, actually. It's not that sweet, which is nice. I like it like that. That is going to be freaking delicious with some fresh nutmeg on it. I would thoroughly recommend you guys get into that. That's good stuff. So there you have it, team. I am going to be drinking peated Irish aged on maple. I'm going to be drinking Pinot Noir UJSSM, and I am also going to be drinking a couple of Buccaneer Bob's rums along with some spiced rum that I've made as well. Let me know what you're going to be drinking, guys, and as always, I really hope that you enjoyed watching the video as much as I enjoyed making it. So if you liked the video, team, give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do so down below. And if you want to help the channel out and you're not quite sure how to do it, have a think about who else might want to watch this video and share it with them. So until next time, guys, keep on chasing the craft. See ya.